Welcome to Free Thoughts from Freedom Chiropractic and Rehab, your space for health, healing, and insight. I'm Dr. Chip Bleem, and this is episode number 41. If you find these videos to be helpful, hit that subscribe button below and join us for more free thoughts every week. We share simple ideas to help you move better, feel better, and live with more freedom. Thanks for being a part of our community. This week's quote of the week comes from Stoic philosopher Seneca. He said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Most of the things that we worry about, the what ifs, the maybes, the might happens, they never actually happen. Our minds create these stories that cause stress, they cause anxiety and fear long before anything real ever actually happens. The Stoics taught us that peace comes from focusing on what's real, what's right in front of us, not the endless possibilities spinning around in our heads. So this week, when you catch yourself worrying, I want you to take a breath. Ask yourself, is this really happening, or is it just happening in my imagination? Seneca reminds us that most of our suffering is self-inflicted, and that by seeing things clearly, we can live with more calm, courage, and more freedom. Okay, let's talk about health. Here we are at the 6th week of discussing Michael Easter's fitness longevity tests. Our final test can tell you a surprising amount about your health, and again, about your longevity, which is what we're really focused on. If you struggle to get up and down from the ground, it might be a sign that your mobility, your strength, and your balance need some work. Researchers have actually looked at this, and they have a name for it. It's called the sit-to-stand test, but it's different than last week's, so here's how this week's works. We all start with 10 points. I want you to stand tall, cross one foot in front of the other, and sit down on the floor in a cross-legged position. Now here's the fun part. I want you to stand back up. Each time you need to use a hand, forearm, knee, or the side of your leg to get yourself up or down, subtract 1 point. So if you do it completely unassisted, no hands, no knees, that's a perfect 10 out of 10. Researchers have followed people who took this test for 12 years and found something really wild. If you got 10 points, only 3.7% died during the study, the 12-year study. 8 to 9 points was around 7 to 11%. 4 to 8 was about 20%. 0 to 4, over 42% of the participants passed away. Now don't stress over the numbers. The point isn't to be perfect. The point is to see where you are and to work to improve your mobility, strength, and balance so you can improve. So try it out and have some fun. And remember, movement is your best medicine. Now it's time for some good news. This week brought some great news to veterans in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. There's a nonprofit called Veterans Community Project, or VCP, that just broke ground on its 6th village, its 6th tiny home village, a brand new community designed to help military veterans get a fresh start. Each of these 240 square foot homes is more than just a roof. It's a place to heal, rebuild, and regain their independence. Since opening their first village in 2018, VCP has helped hundreds of veterans transition out of homelessness. With an 85% success rate and an average of just under a year to move into permanent housing. They've now built these villages in Kansas City, St. Louis, Longmont, Sioux Falls, Glendale, and soon Milwaukee, bringing a total of 240 homes nationwide. At the groundbreaking, VCP co-founder and Marine veteran Brian Meyer said, "Today is the start of generational change. Milwaukee refuses to let our veterans go through it alone." Each home includes a full kitchen and bathroom and living area, and even uses PTSD-informed design to help residents feel safe and comfortable. The village will also have a community center where vets will work one-on-one with case managers to rebuild stability and set personal goals. Wisconsin's Governor Tony Evers summed it up perfectly. These homes are more than a roof overhead. They're a foundation to restore dignity, stability, and community. This is what community looks like. Tiny homes, big hearts, and a huge impact for those who have served us all.